Believe it or not, this is my 5th time filming this. Hopefully, this is the right time. In any case, we're going to start from Z to A, ranking letters based on how well they capitalize in cursive. There will be a lot of slanting because I am unused to holding a board like this and writing on it at the same time. In any case, I've learned my alphabet backwards now, so we're starting from Z, right? Actually, cursive Z because we're doing cursive now. This is a threat to my vision. So this, to be turned into this, is not happening. So this is going in E tier. E tier. I should probably write down my tiers, huh? In any case, so Z to Z, it is not happening. You tried, but it was not enough. E tier or F tier, whichever I end up deciding. We're just gonna call it bottom tier. In any case, Y. You can just elongate this. I really put this way too high up, but it's okay. This, it works. It's not ideal, but it works. We can put it in B tier. It's supposed to look like this, but this one works in a pinch too. So B tier. X, it's like an S and a C close together. It can work. Like, you can make it a lot bulkier than it needs to be to make sure like they understand it's capitalized. It's not ideal though, so we'll put it in B tier. And I think before that is just W. This one, awesome, amazing, genius. Recording stopped automatically. Y. So Y and Y. W. This, you just elongate. It works. And then I think it's V. And U, right? U also works very well. U, awesome. Also an amazing genius. You just elongate this. And V, you can elongate as well. But if you want it to be different from U, you need to make it sharper. Your non-capitalized V is rounder, so you're gonna have to fix that. So V is going to go in C tier. These two though, in A tier, definitely. W is a W. And then we have T, right? T is not great because you add a bar here. You are not hiding this part. You can pretend it doesn't exist. Everyone else can see it though. You know, it's like peeing yourself. I don't actually know where I was going with that, but it's there. We can see it. You can pretend it doesn't exist, but we can all see it. You know. And then we have S. S is not becoming this. I'm sorry to say, your S is not going from this to that. This is E tier. Your T is going in D tier because it's possible. But we can also tell that it was not meant to be capitalized. We have R, which is awesome as well. It's not an amazing genius, sadly. It's going to go in A tier. I think I put W and U in S tier, right? I hope I did. In any case, R is going to go in A tier. It was an A for effort. An effort was made. And then I think it's Q, also P. Q, bottom tier. It is not working out. This will not happen in any shape, world, or however. This, you can make it work somewhat. We can still tell, so we're gonna put this in it's supposed to look like this, right? Like on the line, but it won't look like this, it will look like this. So P is going to go in C tier. Then we have O, which is this. O, you can make it become this. So we're gonna put this in C tier. You can still tell it wasn't meant to be there, but it can work out. M and N go together because they kind of look the same. So this to become this will not work out. It looks really close, but it's not going to happen, sadly, because if you go, unless you elongate like the bottom parts, like this, I guess these, and leave that here, it's not going to happen. So and since you tend to write on the line, it's not going to be there, it's going to be here. So you're going to go below the line, which is not ideal. So M and N are not the greatest ones. I will put them in D tier though for effort. And then we have L. L, sadly, will not be becoming this. So E tier, bottom tier, F tier, whatever I decided to call it. And then we have K. K can work. K is in A tier. J, pretty awesome letter. Depending on how you do it, you might be screwed. If you do it like very loose like this, where it looks kind of like a stylized capitalized I, you can get away with like slanting the bar a little and ignore the dot. It's small enough that it won't be caught the same way the bar on the T will be. The J here though, if you close this fully, you're done for, because you are not getting this at all, ever. C tier. Then we have I, A tier, masterclass. It works, definitely works. Definitely see eye to eye, so awesome. We have H. H also I'd put in A tier. Actually, I'll put H in B tier, because like, you can go from this to this, but it's not the best thing, a B tier. I forget my alphabet now. Now we have G. The capitalized version of G is like this weird thing. I've only ever met one person who uses this, and even they don't use it all the time. They only use it for like their name. Yeah, it's not very common in use, but that doesn't really save you, because this is the common G, and you are not getting this from that, so this is going in F tier. Speaking of F, we have F over here. Awesome little F. You can also do it like this. You can also do it like this. For these two though, you know, focus on the top part. You can get a major F out of it. B tier. E. Wait, wrong E. We have E over here, which is supposed to look like this. You'd think you could just add this, but like I said, it's the bar in the middle on which you write. You are not getting, it's not the same thing. This is going in D tier. D. You can just add this. So here's your G over here. If you ignore this part, kind of like T, you get capitalized D. C, which if it's not capitalized, it tends to be a smaller C, so you can just add a notch here. Then you get your capitalized C, and then you write your word. C, A tier, definitely. Forgot to rank D. Going to put that in B tier. Or C tier with T. I still love D though, but it's not the greatest one. Then we have B. That's a horrible B. B. It is not turning into this. You can try your hardest. You can cry about it, dream about it, pray about it, do whatever you want about it. This is not becoming this without some whiteout. This is bottom tier. This is like the lowest tier you can get. The one I correct the most often, which is A. You can do that. It's not recommended, but you can do that, you know. You can pretend the circle was never there and just work on that. So that was it for today. We'll put A in D tier because you can still, actually we'll put it in C tier with H and F. Only took 5 tries.
Kick ik juffe voor Poda, Timony, this is